Hey. Today is the end of, let me just make sure you're not seeing nothing because you know I got some gold up in here. Today is the end of post 1 of 30 days because sometimes these cameras be lying. So I gotta check myself. And I should have did that before, but today is the end of day 1. If you've been following me, you know that I've been on a journey of an extended juice feast, just consuming liquids of juice and herbs. So to heat the tea, I tried one time to consume, I did my own like veggie broth. I had some herbs and things that I had cut up to prep for other stuff. And I was like, let me, I make my own veggie broth, period. So if you're not doing that, then you need to be doing you a Ziploc bag of all your produce when you cut them off so you can make your own veggie stock. But anywho, I tried to drink it and I just wasn't there for that. I could take the bitters of the actual tea, but the veggie broth for me, I just need to have some more stuff in it, okay? What is the word? Sustenance? Okay, anyway, I be trying to, expand a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just too much because then I had to add seasoning to it. And I know dry herbs are, it's just a little too much for me. So, and I tried a liquid like soup. Again, it was too much for me. It was like a tea. So I was like, yeah, nah, one and done. So 30 days down, I just kept hearing to do 30. Like I was going between 30 and 40 this time around, and 30 was it. I feel great. Now, first off, all the sales were excited because one, I was put onto a new market to go to where their prices were just phenomenal with their things. And the last juice that I made, I got a great deal on Honeycrisp apples. I got golden beets, aka orange beets, because they are orange. They are not golden. I want to know who came up with these color charts and what they were seeing, because there's a lot of things I have a discrepancy with, like with the color of what they call it. Like a red onion is not red, it's purple. Cabbage is purple. I went and picked up some purple, said red kale, and the leaves are, I wish I had a piece. You know what purple look like, right? It's not no mix like reddish. No, like beets are red, and then you put the beet next to the kale, it is purple like the construction paper. But anyway, I got a list of things and I was so excited. I was talking to all this stuff. Like I got it. What day did I go? Monday. Today is Thursday. So Monday I went and got all of the ingredients that I needed to have. So I'll have like my raw stuff, right? Predominantly raw, 95% raw live foods is what I'm going to be consuming more of. I've already been doing this. I've already been implementing it. Everything, a lot of people have labels to things. You're vegan, you raw, you this, you that, and that's cool. But I've been doing this and I just feel great doing it. So today's first meal, I will have pictures of everything at the end of this video. It will be horizontal because I was vlogging on my phone the vertical way. And I was just like, you know what, just roll with it. Everybody's going to follow one band, one sound. So you will see, the slim video on the end. And I started my day with my herbal tea. I had a little bit of spring water before that. Then my smoothie that I planned at the beginning of the juice feast, which I bought a papaya. I cut it up. It was fresh. Saved my seeds and all that jazz. Put it in the freezer. I got baby bananas, froze those as well. The smoothie also consisted of dates, some sea moss, Ceylon cinnamon, spring water, and a little just a dash of agave. That drink is going to be in rotation. It was so delicious. It was a divine smoothie. Like, you gotta make that. So hopefully you wrote that. You go back and you write that down. I'll say it again actually on the end when no, I won't. The video's gonna go too fast. Next I had a 32-ounce jar of, again, you're gonna see all these pictures of honeydew. I love me some honeydew. Sweet like honeydew. I love it when you come around. It's just, and you, girl. If you're a Chris Brown fan, then you have to know that song, and you have to know the album it came off of. Then for like lunch, because I did go to work today, so we're gonna say that. I had red seeded grapes and the sweet red bell peppers. I just wanted to be on the red side today. Last, I had tamarind and dragon fruit. That was what I finished chewing for the day. I lie. I also had these dehydrated raw wraps. It's Thai mango. It's very good, and you'll see the brand of that at the end as well. And I had my herbal tea to cap off the night. That is it. That was the first day back with chewing. I took my time. I timed myself with the tamarind and the dragon fruit, because normally on a regular, any given day, I could bust out tamarind 12 o'clock in the afternoon and be good and still work, not worry about no bubble guts, none of that stuff. Same thing with dragon fruit. I could eat 2 of them, not worry about no bubble guts. Like, a lot of people always say they eat these things and it makes them run to the bathroom. Red alert, you need to change up whatever you're eating, because it should help regulate you, not have you running to the bathroom like you got a diarrhea explosion booty. So anyway, I had it toward the latter end of my shift, because I just felt it would affect me a little faster, because I had been on liquids only. So I was like, you know what, let me eat this like my last break, and at least I'll have a shorter time to get on home, and then ain't gotta worry about nothing. So, and I already reiterated that during this duration of the juice feasting, I have been pooping. A lot of people are afraid to talk about that. Well, guess what? I'm not. It was at a slower rate, but I was still releasing the number 2. And you know, your urine is just as important, because that's secretion leaving as well. I worked out more so focusing on internal, so it was lymphatic workouts, rebounding, vibration play, brisk walking. I did calisthenics, but I did not do it to the degree that I know I could do. Like, if you're familiar with Jillian Michaels, if you're familiar with Shaun T, like those type of workouts, I normally do that. Like, that's me. Like, I'm pumping up, let's go. But for this juice feast, and actually for the duration of like the last 3 years, because I've relocated, and I said that some time ago, I had just been refocusing on movement. So I did dance class, I did aerobics and all that stuff, but again, that stuff gets you and everything moving, you grooving, you're moving up and down. It's not like, you know, hey girl, mind your business. It's not like you are doing like excruciating, like feel the burn workout, you know, because acid will go against you with what you're trying to heal. You building up the acid, you trying to break down the acid. That's what I'm doing. Hello. So it is late, and guess what, this is life, but I got done. And I have a dehydrator. I low-key, high-key, like, just watch her a lot. And my oh, anyway, I'm gonna go there. Anyway, I'm not gonna put that out in the atmosphere, but anyway, I'm gonna use it more. I am fermenting more. I'm in there. I'm in there. The cooked foods are gonna definitely pop in and out, but they will be planned, and it will be not over. Let's just say this, actually. The days that I plan to eat any cooked food, I'm going to make sure that the day starts heavy on like what I did today. So we're going to have the liquids, the smoothie, the fresh fruit, pre-game before going to get any cooked food. I am so excited that I found these bell peppers. I gotta calm down. Bag of red bell peppers at this market. I got 3 pounds for $3. And they big. They're not no little ones, no? Okay? So I like to cut them up like you're going to see at the end of this video. And I like to just eat them just like that. Now, you know, you can make your dip. Because when I dip, you dip, we dip. Right? But again, when I need a crunch, I need a quick, you know, not messy, whatever. Give me that. Tomorrow, I'm going to switch it up a little bit and see what I do with maybe an avocado. I also put my avocados in water in a big jar. So I had 6 of them that were pretty almost... They were getting to the ripe. Some of them were ripe. So I'm going to say that. Not all of them. But I'm preserving them in water in the jar in the fridge. I am really excited just to implement this all over again. Or double down on it. Again, this feast was done to help recenter myself and just get grounded, because I'm the only thing that I could control. Like, other things around me, chaos gonna happen all the time. Like, you know, whatever you focus on is gonna keep coming around you. Whatever you focus on is what you it's gonna bother you. So I'm just like, you know what, the world gonna exist regardless. Let me do what I need to do, recenter myself, and fasting or feasting or not chewing anything will definitely get everybody in line, because I'm a foodie, whether it is live, raw, and dehydrated, or it's a bag of potato chips. It don't matter the level of it. If I'm not eating no alfalfa sprouts, my body's gonna be like, what the is going on? Why is she not eating? So, I did have a challenge the last duration of days of, well, yeah, duration of the days, like maybe 7 or so days or so of this. Whew, just breathing and think about that. But I worked through it. I scheduled a session with my therapist to even, you know, tap in on that. And that is, having therapy is therapeutic as well. So please don't sleep on that. Talk to somebody who is unbiased to you. All right? Because people always associate therapy with being crazy. Nah, therapy gonna stop you from going crazy. Working out gonna stop you from going crazy. Fasting and feasting gonna stop you from going crazy, because it's just like boxing, or tennis, all these sports where you really gotta breathe, or karate where you gotta breathe to execute these hits, because if you miss it, that's wind coming out and you gotta catch it right back. There is no like a long break in between that. Most sports, high adrenaline sports, you got to be able to know how to breathe and execute stuff, because your power is like, once you start giving it away, you're gonna have a challenge like gearing it back up. You know, it's like Super Mario. He started off big, but then, you know, gotta wait for that to find a mushroom to get big again after he done shrunk down after a few hits and things, right? But again, the challenges that I went through, they tried to get me. And I feel like that was also parasitic, but it was good because I did not fold. I sat with it. I cried, I sat with it. And then I was having random emotions too when I was working out, like on the vibration plate. Like I felt the energy in my hips. A lot of women, we carry the energy in our hips, our pelvic area. And I released there. It just felt good to just jump and shake it the fuck off, okay? I worked through what the hell, you know, all of these little things that was hiccuping, trying to set me off. And like, okay, bet, go get some chips, go get some fries. I'm like, who you talk? Like, if you're familiar with Insecure, you know, Issa Rae, and it was just like, Marisha was talking to me outside. It was like, girl, tell them little to shut up, because you're not doing none of that. Like, you ain't never been no quitter. especially when you put stuff out in the atmosphere to tell people what you've been doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will still be vlogging about my journey. But if you have not ever done an extended fast, maybe you want to do alternate days where you do liquid one day, food another day. But then see, now you got to be conscious about the food you're eating, because you can't be eating burgers and fries and then go fast, because it's like you taking the trash out, putting it right back in. So, but if you're in that type of time, kudos to you. I'm not sure when I will be doing another extended feast, because I just follow the whim to do it. I usually do them once a year, and it's always like around winter time, because it's the dead of the season, ain't nothing flourishing, so it's like a good time to just like sit and think with it. If liquids for you would be something different, like with smoothies or soups, juice, like if you want to mix it up, you can make it your own and do your own thing. You don't have to join no group and ask, hey, is it okay if I do this and this and this? First off, if you're asking a question, then you know you already know the answer. According to these groups' rules, you are your ruler. No doctor, no mom or dad, you know, speaking to adults. Nobody, like in the internet world, and no club, nobody is the ruler of you except you. Okay, so if you want to work up to a juice feast where you're just drinking juice, or even work up to a water fast, but you got to start where you are, then do that. I encourage you. And that is a wrap. It's a wrap for you, baby. It's not. I did release 13 pounds, 13 pounds. But I also know that was a good sign, because usually I could release more. I was staying closer to my, I never want to say closer to my weight, but I just think my body's just getting regulated with this type of journey. Yeah, I am closer, around about where I need to be. I'll probably like slim up, but now I'm going ante up. Outside of the days that I'm on my cycle, I do not do no jumping all that around my cycle. I do like to do a brisk walk on my cycle, but I don't lift and jump or anything. My womb is very tenderoni then, and you should know that too, ladies. But outside of that, I am turning the workout up. I found a space out here where I live where there's a free workout every Tuesday night. I'm in there like swimwear, and on top of that, I'm gonna use my house as my gym. And, you know, go on YouTube University to work out as well. And that's pretty much it. Now, it's really a wrap. It's a wrap for you, baby. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for you, boy. Ooh. Please do not try to steal and do my vocals over anything. Y'all have a great evening. And you already know, until next time, I will talk to you soon. Peace. Okay, my tea here is for the digestion and iron. This is the smoothie I made with the papaya, the dates, the sea moss, Ceylon cinnamon, water, all that good stuff. It blended really well. It's so good. The baby bananas are in there too. This drink was my first time having this, and I'm going to keep it in my rotation. Heavy. You hear? You got to try that. Then I had the honeydew for my first break at work. Big old jar right there. It is so good and delicious. And this is the red seeded grapes, the bell pepper, the dragon fruit, the tamarind, and the dehydrated jerky.